contest. We set for an ebullient encounter. A game beyond any order is not for losing. Under this chilly sunshine, under this prosperous evening, under these amazing, beautiful colors of course, Nyameh and Nyofelleh. Yellow and blue is the day, and it is Bonsa with calls. We are here on a boiling sunshine. We're here on a prosperous sunshine. We are here on a chilly sunshine. A game that is not for losing. A game that is, of course, with less margins. A game that could go down as the starting point for these young boys' careers. A day that these young boys can look up to and say, this was the day I knew I can be a professional. This was the day I knew I can make it in the beautiful game of football. Football is beautiful. Football is colorful. Football is class. Football unites people. And of course, as Bonsa here, we of course expecting on some beautiful strips and some yellow strips. The referees in the middle of the park instructing both sides to come in exchange of funds. Of course, with unity we stand. Of course, divided we fall. And of course, with united, we can do some great things together. The people of Bonsa have been organizing great tournaments. Last year I was here and I witnessed what was a boisterous and chilly final. And of course, one that goes down to the wire, one that was hotly contested, one that of course led to many boys having sweat under this pitch. A pitch of great topography, a pitch of great contest, a pitch that has staged a lot of encounters. Alongside me is co-commentator Parfati, who of course work with LSTV, and this is Isaba, a Paradise Radio sports presenter. Parfati, a very good evening.
Thank you very much, Isa. Indeed, a great afternoon here at the Bonsa football field, where any moment from now we will be having the crunch final between Nyameh FC and a team from Nyofelleh, that is Nyofelleh FC. Indeed, the two sides are already set preparing to get the ball rolling here. As you rightly mentioned, this is going to be a crunch one as the Nyofelleh side prepares to host the Nyameh side from Pacholing. We all know Bonsa have been organizing great tournaments, and also here we are at yet another final, and we believe it's going to be another intriguing final between this Nyofelleh side and also the traveling Nyameh side. As you rightly mentioned, Nyameh in their colorful blue shirts, red shorts and blue shorts, while the Nyofelleh sides are done with a mixture of yellow, black, and then black shorts and yellow shorts. Isa, I think we wouldn't go far. I think it's going to be a great final between these two sides. And also, looking at the spectator turnout, we also believe it's going to be massively attended between these two sides in Nyameh and Nyofelleh FC.
It's going to be massively attended, and of course each one of them looks for a massive opportunity here at the Bonsa football field. One that would be massive, one that would be colorful, one that would be enticing, appetizing and enchanting. Of course, referee is telling the young boys there is no margin for error, telling them to be united, telling them to be peaceful, telling them to be calm, telling them to uphold the principle of the game, uphold the principle of sportsmanship. As far as football is concerned, the beauty of it cannot be underestimated. And of course, Parfati, I'll definitely struggle with the LSTV match on my right hand side.
Anyway, the match is going to be broadcasted live as well on LSTV1, and whosoever is unable to make it to the Bonsa football field will also have the opportunity to watch this game on LSTV1. We will also try to share the links with Bonsa Youth and Sports Committee and also all the participating sides that are into this final. Lisa, we know you're going to struggle a little bit, but you have to manage, bro.
All right, and now we're going to the starting exercise for both sides. For Nyameh, who are of course on their amazing blue kits with some red shorts and blue socks, have Sam Junior Mendy on goal. They have Emmanuel Mendy who wears the number 17, Richard Mendy wears 6, Usman Dur wears 12, Edward Mendy 15, Zil Mendy 5, Joseph Silva 8, Dominic Silva 3, Solomon Mendy 4, Paul Mendy 19, and Amadou Ba number 10. For Nyofelleh, you'll have Dennis Mendy on the number 20, Vincent Mendy number 5, Umar Sonko 19, Abdul Jam 11, Yankuba Sise 14, Usman Diop 8, Seni Sanen 7, Demba Jawa 10, Peter Ndiki, of course, I'm wearing number 4, Peter. He's an amazing young lad who I watch in Birkama and can attest of his incredible ball playing ability. You also have Nelson Mendy number 2 and Mohamed Jada who wears the number 18. And of course, alongside on the left hand side is Sam Donald Mendy. Sam, a very good evening.
Wow. Well, Isa, thank you very much for yet again being here and sharing the podium with you. It's also a pleasure here to witness this thrilling final between the two heavy sides who happen to pave it to the final. And yet again, many thanks to the President and also the Executive for having us here again to witness yet another mouth-watering encounter. Many thanks to you, Isa. Back to you.
Of course, the clock is gone. Now there's less margin for error. A game that is, of course, could turn out to be the defining moment of these young boys' careers. Of course, they have some amazing history reaching the stage. They fought so hard reaching here, and now is the final hurdles with which both sides have to cross. Remember, this side met in the group stages. In fact, they played the first game of this encounter, and Nyofelleh hammered Nyameh by 3 goals to 1. Of course, that was the starting game of the competition. Would that be of defining significance? Would that, of course, be important? Or would the people of Nyameh come back for revenge? Or would the people of Nyofelleh say, we have the overriding powers? Party, how of a significant do you think that win would have today, or that first game encounter would have?
Definitely, I think this will definitely boost the morals of this Nyofelleh United side. After getting the better of Nyameh in their first outing, I think they will be coming to this final saying, yes, I think this is a side that we can defeat again. And then coming with that mentality, I think that will definitely make things very difficult for Nyameh side. Nyameh on the other hand might say, yes, we lost to them in the other side. I think we have the opportunity this time to also get the better of them. So I think this is going to make the game very interesting between these two sides in Nyameh and Nyofelleh.
Of course, there's going to be a very big opportunity, and a game that, of course, could go down or that could live long in the mind of men. Nyameh had the first massive opportunity, a free kick just outside the penalty area or just outside the dig, and standing behind that ball is, of course, a key, the free kick committee, and of course, and the number 13 that is, of course, visibly clear stands on the left-hand side. And of course, you also have Richard and you also have Usman Dur, who looks to be a very powerful left footer, also stand there. Amadou Ba is also there with the shot, of course, height, who is second. Mundur Oba. Ndur seems to be the specialist here, goes for top drive, but the keeper was at the right place. That is Dennis Mendy to handle that ball with ease. Of course, he didn't test the keeper quite enough, and the keeper handled that with immaculate poise. And now, Nyofelleh would be looking to start from the back swiftly. It is placed, of course, on the leg or the foot of the captain Vincent Mendy, who can pass his marker. Rosito is, of course, a midfielder, but of course that was Usman Job there. He failed to handle that, and the ball seems to be running on the hands of Nyameh's netminder, that is Sam Chinio Mendy, who wastes no time in kicking it in the middle of the field. Jumps is number 4, but of course he failed to handle that, of course, Solomon Mendy. But the ball rolls back on the foot of the Nyameh's players as they're trying to have a grip of the game, trying to screen the area, trying to scan the area. But of course, Nyofelleh wouldn't seem or not wanting to allow them to do so in the first few minutes or so, as it will take something quite special to have a grip of the game, and gripping the game in this early stage of the contest would go a long way in making you a champion at the end of the day. Party, how significant do you think having the possession in these early stages would be? Having the ball possession in these early stages?
Yeah, I think these two sides will definitely be working very hard, possibly to cement their back line, and then having that great possessive football here will definitely make the goods very well. Will make the goods for any of the sides that are able to possess the ball so well. I think this time a lot of energy is instilled in all the sides, ranging from Remeriks and also the Nyofelleh side. They are trying to cancel one another, but I think the second half will definitely be very much crucial here. Most of the teams will be very much energetic in the first half, but I believe the second half will definitely be very much crucial between these two sides in Nyameh and Nyofelleh FC.
The second half would be absolutely crucial. The first man down, he seems to be nursing some knee pain, as of course assisted by the futures who ran into the pitch to give him a helping hand, and now trying to bring in some class to assist the paining knee. Sam Donald, it's been a cagey affair in this first few minutes or so. Interesting. And we set for another classic contest.
Yeah, honestly, it's about definitely, as you can see, both sides are pushing and, going forward to look for the front seat. But yet we can't see any deadlock at the moment. But as you can see, both of the two sides are playing.
And Richard standing behind the ball, the number 19 who was nursing a bit of pain is now instructed to leave the field, of course, as he was assisted by the medic, of course, in this LSD, that is Paul Mendy. The number 15 sent a long one into the penalty area, but of course, Nyofelleh's number 11, who is Abdul Nyameh, was there in time to cover his goal mouth, as he sends a long one, tries to connect his center forward. But of course, the right marauding fullback for Nyameh, that is Jules Mendy, was there at the right place to cover, but he seems to have a heavy touch on that, and the ball bubbles away for a throw. It's a throw for Nyofelleh, of course, who are on their amazing yellow kit with some black shorts and yellow shorts. On the other hand, Nyameh are having some beautiful bruises and zil jumps and miscue that. Nyofelleh still on the opponent's half, trying to find something here, of course, smelling danger, and the assistant referee's flag was up for an offside. Both sides have some, of course, passed through some hurdles before reaching this stage, because Nyofelleh in that first game got the better of Nyameh by 3 goals to 1. In the second game, they were 1 little to the goal on the hand of all hands, and of course in the third game, Nyameh won 2-1 on the hand of Sandali United. So of course, Nyofelleh with the round 1. Nyofelleh were 3-1 to the goal on the hands of Nyameh. Sandali United, of course, drew goalless with Nyofelleh. Nyofelleh got the better of all hands 2-1. Property. That was absolutely close.
Isha, that was an amazing delivery from Peter Ndeki. Peter is a great lad. I think I've watched a majority of his games in this year's Brikama Somanawet, and I think he's the team captain for that side. And then Peter is he's the driving force behind that team. And then it wouldn't be a surprise seeing him doing very well here as far as this final is concerned. That was an incredible effort from the young lad Peter Ndeki.
Papati, I have a funny question for you, but we'll come for that after this ball. Dembaja will take the resulting corner kick, but of course it seems to be training ground practices, and the ball again roll out for a corner kick. But this time, his compatriot tell him, give me the opportunity to send in a sublime delivery, as yours was in the best of deliveries. And here comes Nyofelleh trying to create something in these early exchanges. This time seems to be a super one, but just at the near post, as the number 17 for Nyameh, who is of course the captain, head the ball out. That is Emmanuel Mendy, heads it out for another corner. That is a 3 corner in a row. Of course, subsequent corners for Nyofelleh, who are trying to create danger in these early exchanges. Nyofelleh's captain, Nyameh's captain Emmanuel, instructing his boys to stand firm, as do Nyofelleh have some offensive players in the opponent's box, up to 4 lanky strikers, lanky midfielders, lanky defenders trying to create danger or havoc here. Here comes another corner. Referee's whistle is up. This one again, another poor one. Again, Emmanuel was at the right place at the right time to clear his line, but still not fully cleared. Of course, Nyofelleh wanted to create some danger there, but Emmanuel comes back. Mendy tries to connect his center forward, but Nyofelleh, who seems to be the much settled team in this early exchanges, are trying to clear their line. And here comes the stubborn and the shot number 3 for, of course, Nyameh is trying to create something there, but he was closed down by Nyofelleh quickly. And here comes now the blue with the counter attack, tries to punish the keeper, but of course, Sam Junior Mendy was there to handle. Property, an observation. All hands played in the group stages, unlike the all hands we used to know before, being topped by 9, 14, sometimes 15 goals. This time, all of the finalists could not beat all hands more than a goal advantage. It's 1-0 and 2-1. That all hands must have been a strong side, eh?
That must be very interesting. I think most of the all hands, you go to some other communities, they will tell you all hands will be the whipping boys. Whoever comes in will beat them 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But coming down to Bonsa here, I think that was a total different affair here, as both finalists could not manage that huge margin against the all hands. That really tells you that you may have players that were doing very well here as far as the all hands is concerned. So you go to some communities, they will be able to assemble a very good all hands side that will be able to match teams that are playing in the competition. So seeing all hands going head to head or toe to toe with the finalists wouldn't be a surprise in Bonsa.
Joseph Silva sends a long one, but it's of course roll out for a corner kick. A goal kick rather. Fati is not surprised that all hands, of course, have had a strong side in this competition, and they tested both sides who, of course, competed in this final. Amadou Ba is, of course, the center forward for Nyameh, who is just next to the goalkeeper, but Dennis Mendy will clear his line as Denny sends a long one all the way to his left marauding fullback. But of course, course, it bubbles, and the center back came out to assist. The ball is still played in the middle of the park with, of course, Nyameh is trying to clear the line, and Nyofelleh win a throw in their own half. Of course, not so deep, but it's still on their own half. And who will take the resulting throw is Nyameh. Nyameh, of course, rolls it to his compatriot defender, who tried to clear his line. And of course, he cleared all the way to the opponent's box, chases the right marauding fullback, of course, for Nyameh, who cleared his line. That's Richard Mendy, and the ball bubbled for a throw. A throw for Nyofelleh. Richard again was there, Emmanuel was there, but still not fully cleared. And Nyofelleh boy seems to be pressing, or seems to be having a lion's share of the position in these early exchanges, trying to make something happen. But of course, something is not happening so far. The referee judge, the left marauding fullback, that is Edward Mendy, was fouled, and Nyameh wins a free kick in their own half. Nyameh have a free kick in their own half, and of course that will be taken by Usman Dur to take the resulting free kick. It seems to be the free kick present with a deadly left foot. He tries to connect his centre forward, Johns the Nyofelleh right fullback, and of course had a touch onto that. And Nyofelleh want to start from the back, but of course Nyameh is pressing them high. Richard again held that ball for a throw. Perfectly. Nyameh seems to be struggling in this Alex.
Yeah, I think this Nyofelleh side are possibly using the home advantage because they are very much close to this environment. We can also say they might have the lion's share when it comes to the number of fans that are present here to support them. Probably they might use that to edge out their opponents in Nyameh. But Nyameh also seems to be very much resolute at the back in trying to nullify in most of the threats that have been posed by this Nyofelleh side. Just as I said earlier, I think the second half is going to be very much crucial here, as these two sides will surely work up their socks in the first half, possibly to get a goal. If they are not able to get a goal, they will surely get to the second half to decide the encounter.
Of course, my unofficial clock says 12 minutes played, and Nyameh will take the corner kick for, of course, Nyofelleh, which is their fourth corner of the evening. Nyofelleh had their fourth corner of the evening while Nyameh is struggling to create a danger, and Nyameh will take the resulting corner kick, calling on his boys to be in the right places at the right time, and he's having, of course, a deadly left foot, sends a beautiful delivery there, jumps the Nyameh central defender, of course, who is the number 12, but was only able to head it for another corner kick. That is Usman Dur. Another corner kick for Nyofelleh, who are having their fifth corner in the evening, if my counting is right. Here they come now, trying to create some danger. This time a pass, as they send another one there. Oh, it went just out for a corner kick. Sam Donald, that was so close.
Yeah, honestly, Isaba, definitely, it was so close. You mentioned a player here, Dominic Silva. That's the number 3 for, how to call it? No, not Nyofelleh. Nyameh here, Dominic Silva is the brother to Patrick Silva and Bernard Silva of Fortune. So it seems like, football is in their DNA. So I'm not surprised to see him, trying to make some brilliant runs, in and out. But yeah, we see, he's such a good player. I'm sure that Nyameh, will bounce, to also have their share in possession.
They surely will bounce to have a share of the possession, but right now it is of course so tough for them as they are packed by the heavy opponents. Yeah, Patrick Silva is an absolute good player of Fortune, and Bernard Silva too is another superstar. Patrick have some of course some strength in him, and when he faces a defender, you have a problem. And Richard will be taking the resulting free kick in their own half. Sends a long one to the opponent's box, and Nyameh is trying to make something happen, but the defensive duo of Nyofelleh try to clear the line, but still not fully clear as the ball jumps, but of course his height wouldn't favor him in that instance. As Nyofelleh want to start again patiently from the back, the defender and the captain Emmanuel, of course, made a foul there on the tall, lanky Nyofelleh's number 18, who is Mohamed Jata, and they win a free kick just on the opponent's box, or in their own half rather. And the number 8 for Nyofelleh will take the resulting free kick, and of course that is Usman Job, who rolls it back to his captain Vincent Mendy sends a long one to the opponent box, jumps the Nyameh central defenders, not fully cleared, still on their own half. Here comes Nyofelleh trying to make something happen, but of course Nyameh, who are so strong and steady at the back, tries to clear the line. Another beautiful through ball there, but of course the left back for Nyameh raised the ball beautifully, and of course tries to clear that, who is Edward Mendy, but still not fully cleared, still on his own half. Nyofelleh trying to make something happen, the right marauding fullback runs, sending a beautiful cross. Nyameh is trying to clear the line, still again not fully cleared. They There seems to be a bit of pressure there. Foul again in favor of Nyofelleh, and the number 10 for Nyofelleh is down. That is Demba Jao, and seems to be notching a bit of better. Free kick in favor of Nyofelleh, around 30 yards away from goal. Of course, a very good position, and the Nyameh netminder Sam Nyameh have some assignment to do in making his barrier. We have exactly 15 minutes on my unofficial clock, and only the referee has one. The supporters of both sides trying to lift the tempo, trying to lift the mood, trying to bring a bit of buoyancy into this contest. Of course, on this chilly or in this chilly contest here at the Bonsa Football Park, which is of course a field of great topography. And Nyofelleh's number 8, Usman Job, stand behind the ball. Of course, Ali having his hand on his waist. This seems to be a looping ball. It doesn't look like to be one that will be directed to goal. And of course, Nyameh standing behind it, Job standing behind it. The whistle is gone. Sensing a beautiful delivery there. But again, a beautiful defending there by Richard. Of course, Nyofelleh's number 11 wanted to go for a drive. Abdul Nyameh, but the ball all the way roll out for a goal kick by Fatih.
Yeah, interesting game here. Interesting force up here between Nyameh and Nyofelleh United or Nyofelleh FC. I think the game is definitely contested, keenly contested, and these two sides, just as I said, Nyameh seems to be struggling in the very first halves here as they continuously kicks the ball from their own half in trying to defend the ball so well here. And Nyofelleh, on the other hand, are also trying to push the game so well, possibly to lay their hand on possibly a goal or two before lemon time. But anyway, just as I said, Nyameh still stands firm to nullify those posts that have been posted by Nyofelleh FC. And I think it's going to be a keenly contested, as both sides will be very much ready to lay their hand on this massive trophy, because we all know a team must definitely go home with the giant trophy. It must be won.
Fatih, I'm observing some technical notes from the Nyameh side, in as much as they are not having a good share of the position. But I think the first game in this competition is having an impact in this game, Fatih. What do you think? The first game in the competition, I think it is having an impact in this game.
Yeah, definitely the first game is definitely having an impact. And this is what I said earlier. I think the Nyofelleh's side might be saying, yes, I think we are better than this Nyameh side, because in the first outing or during the start of the competition, we were able to defeat them. So let's go again and then get the second against them. So also the Nyameh side will say, anyway, they have done one against us. We also want to come back and have a revenge. So this is why we believe this game is going to be a keenly contested affair between these two sides. But I think the 90 minutes will surely separate these two sides. It will be very much difficult to call out who is going to go as champions between Nyameh and Nyofelleh FC.
Of course, going to be absolutely difficult. I give you an update in the first round, and of course, that during the semi-final, Bonsa United, we are beaten 1-0 by Nyameh in the semi-final. Paul J. Mendy scored the winning goal, and of course, here they come again. Nyofelleh trying to make something happen from the left-hand side of the field. Bondur is of course number 6 standing firm there, trying to win the ball back from his right winger, but the ball is now fully cleared, of course, on the Nyameh side. But of course, it goes back to their own half, and Dicky trying to make something happen from that left-hand side. He seems to be, he'll be a nuisance for the Nyameh defenders in this evening.
Yeah, Peter Ndeki, just as I said, he is an incredible lad. I think you will be amazed to watch this boy in this year's Brikama Summer Night. And he's indeed the captain of that side, and then he single-handedly takes that team. I think Peter can do the damage for this side if they are not very much careful. I think they are trying to use his side of the field to penetrate this Nyameh side, and I think Nyameh's side are also very much aware with the threats posed by Peter Ndeki. This is why they are trying to block his attacks on the far side of the field. I think they need to be very much wary as far as his threats are concerned.
Of course, like you know, Nyameh got the better of Bonsa in the semi-final. Nyofelleh, on the other hand, got the better of Sinchuri. Of course, Rahim Bari scored the own goal to send Nyofelleh FC to semi-final. And of course, the player to watch as far as the committee's assessment is concerned on the side of Nyameh, Sam Mendy, the goalkeeper, has been brilliant for the team since his start introduction, and he only considered only one goal. Here there comes now Bar, tries to make something happen. Bar went for a drive and try to assist his left finger here, but Nyameh have their fourth real opportunity. That was a great break, Pafati.
Great build up. Nyameh are also trying to get themselves into the 18-yard area. I think the more they get themselves into the 18, they will also try to cause some problems for the Nyofelleh base side. So I think that is going to be a corner quickly taken. And it was quickly taken, but poorly taken, perfect. Yeah, that's indeed a poor one. And then Nyameh pushing forward and trying to lay their hand on the few crafted chances will also try to push their morals and confidence in getting themselves into this game. So the more they get themselves into this game, that will definitely change the dynamics as far as this game is concerned. Isa.
Another committee's assessment of the player to watch for Nyameh is Amadou Ba, a striker, came only in their last game and scored 2 goals in 3 minutes to earn them a ticket into the semi-finals. Another person also is Ibu Conte, another 4. So Amadou Ba is playing today, who is the spacey number 10 for Nyameh. The player to watch for Nyofelleh as far as the committee's assessment is concerned is Gaspar, a halfback, scored 3 goals in the rounds as a defender. Also Abdou Jammeh, the co-defender. Usman Job also has been a rock in midfield. Peter Simon Deki, a midfielder, and Demba Jawo, a striker. And here comes Nicky, the committee assessment is good, or try to make something happen there, but the ball bubble on the ground and it goes out for a goal kick in favor of Nyameh. So much delight of the Nyameh supporters, perfect.
Yeah, thank you, Isa. I just want to have a quick assessment on the goalkeeper for the Nyameh side, Sam Ginio Mendy. I think I've also watched few of his games. I think he played the last 2 Komosa district football competitions for Pacholing, and then he has been incredible. Is it Pacholing or Kunkuja Mariama? I can't remember. Anyway, but he has been exceptional for that side. Sam Ginio Mendy is indeed a great goalkeeper, and he also played few Northern games in Nyofelleh for a Northern team in Nyofelleh. As far as his standing is concerned, he's one of the finest goalkeepers, and Sam is indeed a great goalkeeper. And also looking at Peter Ndeki and some of the players highlighted by the committee, I think they have been judged by their performances during the course of the competition, and it wouldn't be a surprise for the committee coming out with such names. I think they have been exceptional as far as the tournament is concerned, but we believe it's going to be a great one, and Sam was just there in time again to gather that ball comfortably. He is indeed a great goalkeeper, Sam Junior.
Of course, thank you very much, Pafadi, for that great assessment. We all agree in every footballing development, the grassroots has to be supported, and anyone who keeps supporting grassroots football will understand the significance. There was a miscalculation there by the defender, but the captain ran back, Emmanuel took over, because Nicky was running with his life to win that ball. And the committee want to acknowledge the presence of the governor of West Coast region, who is Honorable Usman J. Bojang. Usman J. Bojang, you are absolutely welcome, and your coming is absolutely appreciated, and we believe it will serve as a moral booster to the young boys, and great that you are here to give support to the young lads. So, Honorable, you are absolutely welcome. There was a howler there by the keeper Sam, but of course Nicky was calling for that. The keeper is still not fully back, and Nicky wanted to make up, but the keeper recovered very well this time to clear his line, and now Nyameh cleared their line beautifully. Their name, their name is Nyameh. If the definition of their name is that a team, my Wolof is not so good, but a team that is not afraid of taking risks. Is that so?
Exactly.
And Sam wanted to take a risk there.
Anyway, I think Samuel came just in time to clear that ball, but I think in the process he collided. I think there was a collision sort of before seeing himself down, but I think he was on spot again to hit that ball out. I think this was what I was saying. Sam is indeed a great goalkeeper for this Nyameh side, and then he's trying his utmost best to nullify every attack being pushed by this Nyofelleh side. And it's going to be another corner for the Nyofelleh base.
Yeah, the corner comes. I'm not fully clear again by Nyameh this time, just on the halfway line. The jump trying to clear the line again. The tall lanky number 5 tries to clear his line, but still on the run. Referee has a good pistol on that ball, and he whistled for a foul because I believe there was a push on the ground. And of course, the rule is simple: if you are not jumping, move away. Don't stand under the one who is trying to leap for the ball. And that was a great pistol there from the central referee. Nyameh win a free kick in their own half. Emmanuel, the captain, tried to communicate with his co-defender. That is, of course, Usman Dur also there tries to communicate with his co-defender, but the captain would send a long one into the opponent's box. He tries to connect the center forward. Ba was chasing for that. Miscalculated there by the defender. Ba has to threaten that ball, but the ball is this time cleared for a corner kick by Nyofelleh's number 11, Abdul Jammeh. Another collision, another miscalculation there, Pafat.
I think the goalkeeper got it all wrong. I think the defenders were there to clear that danger, and then along the line, the goalkeeper also came out. I think that was going to be a 1-0 up for Nyameh side, but I think they only came to the brilliance of the central defenders who were able to clear that danger off. It was going to be 1-0. I think that was indeed a howler from the goalkeeper.
It was an absolute howler there from the goalkeeper, and there seems to be a busy assignment there on the right-hand side of here comes a pass. Nyameh is now trying to make something happen here, and of course the brilliant number 3 tries to get past his marker there, who was of course Dominic Silva, but the ball is still not fully cleared. Now this time cleared, and now Nyofelleh wanted to counter, but Nyameh are trying to settle into this game now. They're trying to build momentum. Here they go now. Of course, Nicky was calling for that offside. Great defending there, great trap there from the Nyameh backline, Pafati.
Yeah, the Nyameh defense line is a very stable defense line. I think since the commencement of this game, this Nyofelleh side have been posing a lot of threats on them, but I think the defensive line for Nyameh are very, very much stable in trying to nullify all the dangers that have been posed by the Nyofelleh side. I think we have to commend them for an absolute start to this encounter in trying to nullify every attack being posed by this Nyofelleh side. Also,
Pafadi, let me cut you. I'm having a very crazy observation here in this early exchanges. Look at the right-hand side of the Nyameh, the right back of Nyameh. There is Noor and Nicky. Look at their proximity. Look at how close they are. Could this be a man-mark practice from the Nyameh?
Yeah, I said this earlier. I think Nyameh are very much aware with the post that could be posed, the threats that could be posed by Peter and Deki. Peter is an incredible lad. I watch him. I watch him in the break.
Look at the proximity.
Exactly.
Look at their proximity.
They are very much wary. They are very much aware of his threat. So this is why I think they have decided to get somebody very close to him in trying to nullify all the attacks that are going to be posed by Deki Peter.
So far, there hasn't been one overlap from Noor, let alone sending him across.
Yeah, Noor is very much aware about his threat. So this is why he's very much close to him at every given moment. And I think we have to send that sincere commendation to the entire management and staff of Bonsa Youth and Sports Committee for organizing yet another great final. Already looking at the number of people present here, I think a lot of things was done to make sure people are very much sensitized, and also people are very much aware as far as this final is concerned. I believe this is why we have a massive number of spectators here coming or piling into this football field here to watch yet another current final. I think we have to give them that commendation, going right from the chairman and coming down to the last individual as far as the committee is concerned. We have to give them that big tap on their backs.
And the trophy is absolutely beautiful.
Amazing. It's an amazing trophy.
Any team that go with that would go with an absolute super beautiful trophy. And Nyameh are now, of course, shelling into the game. I'm trying to make something happen also for their team. I have 27 minutes on my clock, still goalless. Here they try to clear their line. Now Jawa chasing for that, Bar chasing for that. But the Nyofelleh defenders, that was an absolute good push there from the central defender. The confidence to execute that is something brilliant. Of course, even the commentators has to play football today. Here we go, and of course, the right fullback for Nyofelleh will take that resulting throw. That is Yankuba Sise, try to run it to his midfield compatriot. Beautiful defender there again by the number 15, of course, for Nyameh, who clears the ball again for another throw. And the number 15 is Edward Mendy. The ball bubbles for a throw. The number 14 for Nyofelleh, Yankuba Sise, will take another throw. Sise sends a long one all the way to the 18-yard box. Not fully clear. Dick against Noor. But Noor again wanted to touch it. Here comes a kick by the number 11, the left Marodi fullback for Nyofelleh. But it bubbled out for a goal kick. That is Abdul Jammeh. Failed to have a good control there. And Noor again, Nicky was another great touch there in the box. But Noor again won the challenge.
Yet again, Noor against Peter Deki. It's going to be a great tussle between these two sides as Nyofelleh side still continue to search for an opening goal here. But anyway, deadlock is yet to be broken here, Isa. And we believe the first goal, as far as this encounter is concerned, is going to be crucial.
And of course, the Nyameh number 6 rather is Richard Mendy. Usman Noor is in number 12, and the 6 is Richard Mendy. So Mendy versus Nicky is another great tussle there on the other side of the field. And here we go. Nyameh are now building into the game now. And the right left Marodi fullback tries to connect his center forward. Does a beautiful tussle there with the right Marodi fullback, of course, for Nyofelleh. Tries to get past his marker, but the Nyofelleh Sise stand firm and of course on his feet. Bar tries to chase that, but the Nyofelleh defender clears that. But of course, there was a touch on his foot, and he wins a free kick. Grill, of course, on sale per party. There are grill on sale today. You have Yasa, you have Abra, you have Afrarada, you have Ebe, you have Wonjo, all available on sale on this football field.
Anyway, those without money could also be giving out free bases, I think.
On free basis, I'm not sure it would be available for long. But of course, great that you have those refreshment in the field. Of course, it will help take the supporters a long way. So any one of them who needs some energy can of course go to the selling box per party.
I am really amazed, Isa, with the turnout that I am seeing, because you see, I think this is one of the fewest games that I've watched at the Bonsa football field. But looking at the turnout, this is definitely impressive. I think we are into the first half, and people still continue to pile in here at the Bonsa football field. I think a lot of work has been done. I think, Esa, you must have contributed a lot in promoting this final. I think you've had an interview with the chairman of the sports committee once or twice probably, and also I think a lot of sensitization was made in making sure people are aware, and also people get to know about this final. This is why people still continue to pile in here at the Bonsa football field, and we believe going to 6 or 6:30 we're going to have a massive turnout here.
Of course, a massive turnout. I did have an interview with the chairperson on Paradise Events Sport Extra Special. Was it on Tuesday, of course, and he promised that it will be interesting. He promised the supporters that it will be entertaining. He promised everyone that you wouldn't regret paying your money for this encounter. And today we are witnessing a fantastic final. Edward Mendy, of course, had a pain there, and there seems to be a wound he sustained, of course, on his left thigh, and he's assisted there by the physios, of course, before coming back into the fray. The fourth official checking if he is okay on the side, and Cisse will try to cut that ball on the right hand side as they win a free kick. But telling the referee that the ball should be taken back. Here comes the number 8 Usman Job, stand behind that ball. Job rolls it to his left hand side defender, who of course goes for a drive as he sends the ball in the opponent's box all the way to Nicky against Richard. But Richard again was assisted by his defensive competitor, who of course turned out to be the captain, that is Emmanuel Mendy. Mendy there, Rossi in the middle of the park. Here comes Mendy, tries to get it to his midfield partner. Now Nyameh is building into the game, but another touch as Nicky is calling for that. As of course Cisse is calling for that, but the left fullback Richard of course failed to have on the touch. Now here comes the number 1 for a drive, but the ball just goes under the hand of the netminder, that is Sam Junior Mendy. Of course, that was a miscalculated pass there, and the ball falls on the foot of Nicky, who for the first time got the better of Richard. Here he comes one-on-one. Beautiful, beautiful goal. This was an absolute beautiful goal. The way he got past his back, of course with composure and calm, and brought that ball to the back of the net was super beauty. Nicky opened the scoring for Nyofelleh. Nyofelleh won. Nyameh nil in his alias in his property.
I think we shouldn't be surprised here. We shouldn't be surprised. I think Peter Ndeki has been the most dangerous guy since the commencement of this game here. I think Nyamerics are very much aware of his presence, and this is why they employ that tactic in trying to nullify the dangers or the threats that have been posed by Ndeki. But I think he has the composure, he has the calm when he received that ball around the 18-yard area. He went solo in neatly slotting that post goal for this Nyofelleh side to send the fans into raptures. And I think, just as I said earlier, the goal in this contest will definitely be crucial here. And I believe with 1-0 for the Nyofelleh side, this will definitely change the dynamics, as Nyamerics will also come out from their area in trying to get themselves into level terms. And then we will definitely try to see what really comes out at the end of the game here, Isa.
Perfectly. Do you know that Nyamerics had a man down and was outside the field? They were playing with 10 men for over 3 minutes. Do you think, or would you say, that had a contributing effect on this goal?
I think something needs to be done. I think the player, if he is off, they need to assess the player. If the player can't continue, they need to substitute him. They shouldn't allow the player to stay that long off the pitch. Possibly, if the player isn't able to continue, let him be substituted, and then somebody comes in his place, or before allowing the player to be left outside the pitch like that. So I think that also contributed to this, and I think this Nyofelleh side benefited from that ball, and they capitalized in getting themselves into that lead here at the Bonsa Bonsa football field. It is 1-0 in favor of the Nyofelleh side, and then Nyameh needs to come from a goal down if they want to get themselves.
Fafati, on that goal, for me, it's not a dribble that caught my attention. It's not him planting the ball that caught my attention. For me, it's the composer that caught my attention. Getting past one, another one approaching, the keeper coming in, and still calculating while the ball is bouncing and be able to play that ball in the net was something special.
Yeah, if you look at Peter, you will know that he is an established player. Peter is just not a Nawetan player. I think he played in a Nawetan that is higher than this competition. He played in the Brikama Summer Nawetan. If you watch Peter in that tournament, he is the team captain for that side and single-handedly shouldered that team. Peter is an exceptional lad. I think when he controlled the ball, he was never under pressure. He controlled the ball and then get himself into the 18-yard area and rose his head and then planting the ball to give the Nyofelleh Bay side that commanding lead here at the Bonsa football field. And then it is 1-0 up. It is going to be crucial as far as this final is concerned.
Fafati, we cannot be direct right now. The chairman of the sports committee told me you and I would be responsible in selecting who the man of the match is. And with the way the game is going, that shouldn't be a difficult task.
Anyway, probably we will get that after the game in Samela.
We'll leave it at that for now. And here comes a free kick for Nyameh as they're trying to get pulled back into the game. We have just over 35 minutes played, and Nyofelleh have a goal advantage. And of course, that was scored by Ndiki, the number 4, of course, for Nyofelleh, and that is Peter Ndiki, who get passes Mark Richard and plant that ball beautifully into the back of the net. Nyofelleh supporters are now into delirium, are now into ecstasy, as they supporting with so much beauty, so much passion, so much readiness, but of course so much energy. Here comes Nyameh, tries to clear the line, sends a free kick in the opponent's box. John Diam, the defender, of course, for Nyameh, or the defender for Nyofelleh, still, and they win a throw. They're now building into the game and trying to make something happen, just a little over conceding the rally goal. Here they come now, they win another throw. Richard, take that throw in, rolls it to his midfield compatriot, rolls it back to Richard. Richard tries to connect back, but the defender for Nyofelleh was there on alert. As he sends the ball out, Nicky again chasing for that, Emmanuel chasing for that. But there is a free kick won by Nyofelleh as the center referee was there on alert. And the first yellow card of the evening comes out as Nyameh receive the first booking. Of course, a booking for Dishan because the foul was after the whistle party.
Yeah, that is a sign of frustration. I think the players would have done better. You don't do that to a referee. Whenever you do that, the only thing that the referee will do is to toss out the yellow. I think this was what the referee did, and possibly that might be a sign of frustration from the Nyameh side. But it is never over until it is all over. They can get themselves back into level terms as far as this game is concerned with serious determination and also readiness or preparedness to get themselves an equalizer. And here, it is just the first half. It is never over until it is all over. They have all the chance to get themselves onto level terms or possibly get themselves a massive win here as far as this final is concerned.
Get the leveler or a massive win as far as this final is concerned. Words of Fafati, of course, an LSTV super commentator here at the Bonsa football field. And of course, the man is still done assisted by the physios as he seems to be nursing a bit of an ankle pain here. We have a little over 37 minutes played here at the Bonsa football field, which has been an absolute chilly final here. And we want to acknowledge the presence of Honorable Alaji S. Dabo, MP for Birkama North constituency. Honorable Dabo, thank you very much for coming, and I'm being told that you are a big lover of football by, of course, some staff of the National Assembly. So great to have you here, and of course we believe and hope that this would serve as a big boost and motivation to these young boys, and they understand that they have the backing of your Honorable Assembly member. We also want to welcome Honorable Yankuba Dabo, Birkama Area Council Chairman. Yankuba Dabo, you are absolutely welcome, and of course I don't need to be told, I know you are a big football lover because we've met in so many grounds, Farato in particular. So Dabo, you are absolutely welcome, and we believe that your presence would go a long way in making this final a success. For the councillors, we want to welcome Honorable Jaman Kamara, the Kembujeng Ward. Madam Kamara, you are absolutely welcome, and thank you very much also for supporting grassroots football. We also want to welcome Honorable Memba Toure for the Lamen Ward. Memba Toure, you are absolutely welcome, and we believe your presence will go a long way in making this final a super success. We also want to welcome Honorable Mamadou Jawo Jallo, of course, of Nyambai Ward. Mr. Jawo Jallo, you are absolutely welcome, and we believe that your presence will go a long way in making this final a success. Thank you all very much for coming. Thank you, the Dabo Square, of course, in Alaji. Yes, we set for an Ebullient encounter. Again, beyond any order is not for losing. Under this chilly sunshine, under this prosperous evening, under these amazing, beautiful colors of course, Nyameh and Nyofelleh. Yellow and blue is the day, and it is Bonsa with calls. We are here on a boiling sunshine. We're here on a prosperous sunshine. We are here on a chilly sunshine. Again, that is not for losing. Again, that is of course with less margins. Again, that could go down.